Morning with Max. Good morning, folks, and welcome to another Morning with Max. Say hi to Tyler, Drive by Wave. If you don't know me, I am Max Porter. I am the writer, editor, lore keeper, board game designer, stream host, and various other things here at City State Entertainment, where we are working on the MMORPG Camelot Unchained. And we are kicking off another week of development here at CSE. So, as always, it's time for me to hop on and say hello for Morning with Max. Oh, you are very welcome, Odilvik. I wish you a speedy recovery. Sally Sue says, hello, man of many hats. Yes, indeed. Fedora? What Fedora? This isn't a Fedora. Hardcore question. This is a cap. Jadam Owns asks, which is the minimum pledge to access to the actual game? Well, if you're interested, check out our store. Let me grab the link for you. Brand, the office looks so new to me. It's been a while. I think you've... Well, I don't know if you've been here since I moved my desk around, Brand. I used to be just across the way here, but I moved my desk, and Anthony is in my spot. Here you can see. He needed to have easy access to converse with Ben. Grimslug said it's a tweed traditional Irish cap. There you go. Hardcore question, Max. Serious question. When are we going to have 24/7 access? Not during Beta 1, certainly. I don't think Beta 2 or Beta 3 either, really, but I'm not 100% positive. During the live game, hardcore question. But to get a clearer answer, you might try asking Mark next time he's on stream. Brand, oh, you saw it with Dion or are next to her. She is over here to my left. I've got a new neighbor, Mike Crossmeyer. Say hi, Mike. Thanks. Mike's hard at work on some VFX over there. He's moved as well. And then to his left is Dion's desk, and then to her left is John, and then it continues with art folks. Yomi. 24-hour access to me, Max. Well, I don't know how that would work exactly. Brand says we might be starting the Voncast back up this week, maybe. Ooh, cool. Well, I hope that works out. Right on, hardcore question. Yomi, just set up a GoPro and strap it to your head. 24/7. And that would get awkward quick. Hardcore question. Are we allowed to stream playtests or are they NDA'd? Yeah, they're still under NDA for the moment. I don't have any news about that other than I know that it is a goal top of mind to get the game, looking to the point where we are comfortable lifting the NDA for a period for people to stream CU playtests.
This was a lot of fun, just drawing a bunch of ships, considering how many characters I've done so far. I think it was
organic to something a little more kind of surface. Oh, really fun. Definitely like get standard pay, do a little
yeah.
Okay, hardcore question.
Yeah.
Here.
I mean, I try to do enough of a variety where, like, if they don't work for home, maybe they can work for another race or something like that.
Thinking for Avatar or how we present her. Like,
yeah.
So, I think we got plenty to start with. I was just scan so I can put in percent for him and label it out, saving time there. Edward and Charles might be another one. It's going to want to kind of like go as more intentionally see it and make it up, but I want to do that after I have to take a look at that color piece. Yeah, it's like I'm thinking about.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Sturdy on what like how to go about the female.
Okay.
He likes
Does the males okay?
the male seems pretty strong, good.
So what's
Cool, Pathos One. If you're interested in stuff about Camelot Unchained, check out these links. Oh yes, lots of stuff in the pot brand. Lore/writing stuff. Cool, Pathos One. Yomi claims, haven't been keeping up with the weekly updates very closely lately. What's been worked on mostly these days, other than getting mages in and I think the faction-specific trebuchets? Well, in a word, Yomi, the improved ability builder, which is a pretty cool big deal. Here, I know you've been asking questions and stuff. Yomi, but I guess if you haven't been reading the news posts, there's the latest one. Lotto says got up to 4,100 arcs, then they ran out of arc generators. That's pretty cool. Sounds like a pretty successful test. Jadamons, whatever it says on the store there. I don't really know all the specifics, but it'll say on there.
Which might require just one more kind of a standing pose of Our Lady to spare. But that I want to see if I can't nail, because I already got all the sexy Barbies to work with, and then go to work all the Flynns.
Okay.
So then make sure we get almost, we see almost 3 different styles. It's like multiple pixels, almost complex.
Okay.
Hard to explain.
And then once we cement it, then we do the
I'm game strategy this, like, who sign off, who sign off.
It's not such a neat little package, Yomi. You know, these things get worked on, and then they are like ready to be put in, and they get put in, and then we work out the bugs. I'm not sure exactly what the status is. What's next up to ban? I think that question was answered in the Friday afternoon stream. I don't recall what was said at the moment.
Okay.
I'll just hold out until I get the feedback on that from him.
So Edward Charles Hall.
Sieges, I hope.
Edward, he wanted more people. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. God.
We talked about this simply, the recloning thing, so that you can really get, if you spend character exploration.
You can hear art discussions in the background. Halloween says mages were available with standing abilities in the Saturday test, but not the ability builder. Yeah, cool. So there you go. Oh, gotcha, Yomi. No worries.
And then with Edward, more of a regal look. Do we still want the cheeks? Or...
No, that's totally within the subject of the stream, Shadamons. If it's possible, update, proposing one more question about the lore. Sure. Ask away.
Instagrams and the Twitter.
If I'm understanding you correctly, which I may not be. Well, I suppose, Brand.
While I have you, Edward's age is indeterminate. He's going for the. He should be late 40s, early 50s. Yeah, around
Oh.
there. A little.
Is it the best thing, Halloween? Brewer, Max, who am I going to get you to hug next? I'll hug myself. Good man. Kaolin. What are you referring to? Sometimes I say I don't know the details, but I have like a general answer. But you know, that's how it goes. Yomi, you certainly more likely to have an answer for that than answer my usual line of questioning. Yes, well, Yomi, you often ask questions that are very design focused or programming focused, and I am not the game designer for Camelot Unchained, nor am I a programmer, so. Well, you are as close to a subject matter expert on lore in CU as anyone in CSC. Yes, in CU, yes.
I was wondering, I know you're still editing stuff, if I could show the deck for Velvet.
Probably true.
I'm not ready for it.
Brand, is the lore in the pot related to dragon circles? Maybe. Not necessarily. Brand. Kaolin, every question that's been asked, I've only heard you didn't know, not a big deal. Some questions may be unanswerable this time. Yes, well, we get lots of those. True, Kaolin. Yes, that is true. Halloween makes a good point. What is the launch date? That kind of question is more of a business question, which is MJ's department. Shadamons. I'm leaving, or do you mean living? in south of France, and probably in the part of the country where there are more chivalry stories, especially Templars. Cool. I've been to the south of France, and I've seen Templar graffiti from knights who were imprisoned in gatehouse and stuff like that.
I can also scan my little checklist.
That was pretty cool. Ancient graffiti. Yomi, do you have anything in particular you're most excited to see get completed that's being worked on right now? Which I guess would just be mages, the ability builder, etc. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see mages get their, like, updated treatment. You know, because we had some, like, kind of mages to, like, test things out way back when, in the pre-alpha or alpha days. But I am excited to see them get their beta 1 treatment. Absolutely. Max is a mage fan, yes. Brand. Max, if we wanted to get one of the CU artists on a Voncast episode to discuss CU art and that jazz, who should we reach out to? First one that springs to mind is Tyler. He's super busy, but he is, you know, familiar with talking about this stuff on stream. But you might want to reach out to Brian, our community manager. Not as an artist, but just to help you arrange stuff. Lotoween. Oh, the good old days. Yeah. When there were Sturm and Jotun. Butt wings and big boot beef. Yeah. Jamku art. We believe they look sick. Gauntlet mages. Thank you, James. I see that. Is Jamku art a... Yes, mod, so good. James is most excited for Wave Weaver. Gauntlet mages. If I was to pick a specific one... Pretty intensely curious about the TDD mages, druids, and so forth.
I like lists.
Just because we haven't really seen anything like that in Camelot Unchained as of yet. I mean, they're all interesting. Yomi has an interesting question that I don't think I've ever been asked before. Yomi asks, not related to anything in particular, but when writing a story, either for CU or as a writer in general, how do you feel about the philosophy, create a character, give them a desire, then do anything you can to keep them from it regarding making the story interesting to the reader? I mean, yeah, that's good advice. I mean, there's a lot more to writing, but that is certainly as like a guiding light or a jump start. You know, to get you going. That's great advice. I think it's not necessarily always helpful because, I mean, not every story is like that. It's certainly a classic kind of hero's journey. Formula. I'd say that, Yomi, that is really good advice for every character in your story. I think it often that kind of formula often gets applied to the main character, and then people don't necessarily remember to give all the background characters, the NPCs, if you will, or anybody else like a driving desire. And not everybody has to have like as powerful a motivation. But knowing what a character wants and the obstacles to getting that makes them alive. Really great question, Yomi. And I was able to answer that one without saying I don't know. Brando2 asks if I have a favorite D&D race class combination. I mean, it depends on how you define favorite, but the one I've played most often when I have been a player and not a GM has been an Elf Wizard. But that's just the one I've played the most times. I guess gravitate toward. Yeah, hardcore question. He probably means when you main most. Yeah. Brand. More just favorite conceptually. I mean, that's different, isn't it? I don't know. Same answer that I give when people ask about my favorite realm. It depends on what I'm into at the time. I think everything has its merits. Yomi, going off what Brand just asked as well, is there any... See, here you go. Is there any D&D character idea you've had that you thought was really interesting and wanted to try, but haven't had the chance to actualize? Halfling fighter. Or monk. Halfling fighter or halfling monk. Brand, you said I don't know. Yeah, well. Alright, elf wizards. In answer to Brand. Right, Yomi, Fury of the Small. I like the name of that feat, or whatever it is. Halloween trying to confuse me. No, I've played Elf Wizard the most times when I've been a player in D&D, and Yomi asked if there was a D&D character idea I've had that I thought was really interesting and wanted to try, but haven't had the chance to actualize. Halfling fighter. Tyler's getting the front door for me. Thank you, Tyler. Wayne, I don't have an update on when release might happen. Last thing that was said was on Friday. We're still trying for release late this year. But we will not release the game until it is ready. Hardcore question: what did you main back in the day, Max, on Daok? I missed Daok, unfortunately. Brando 2. Do you run D&D for any of the office buddies, and if so, have you ever thought of streaming it? Yes and yes. But not everybody, loves being on stream, especially when they're goofing around, playing stuff in their free time. So we'll see what happens. Yomi, you are thinking of the Kenku. I played in a game with somebody who was being a Kenku monk, and it was really cool, but also really frustrating for him because it was hard to ask questions. XZs. XZYZ. Max, are you a nicotine user? No. Hardcore heard our knock and thought it was his door. Oh, or their door. Almost out of time here. Mortigrease, have the Silver Hands special attributes in this game? Yes. Read the Silver Hands Becoming story. Great long story that Mark wrote and I edited and rewrote. It's up on the website in all its glory. Right, Grimslag. All right. Quite possibly Grimslag. All right. Well, it is about time for me to wrap up this morning with Max. Thank you all very, very much for joining me. I had fun chatting with you all. I will see you later. Unless something changes, it'll be Friday morning for another Morning with Max. I will chat with you folks on Discord or wherever you like. But I'm going to be turning off the stream now. So, that would be Vikings, Sally Sue. All right. All right, folks. See you later. Thanks again for joining me. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Morning with Max.